Hello and welcome. I'm Kamla, and today we have two guests on our show, Gabriel Adauto. Tune in every week for interviews and conversations with technologists, entrepreneurs, filmmakers, and newsmakers from in and around the San Francisco Bay Area.
Share open space.
And here's a quick peek into some of the interviews that we have brought to you in the past year.
And all kinds of animals that we didn't see in the streets of Chicago. So I respond to that society in a way where I try to move and work hard for inclusion, not exclusion, to make sure that everybody has a voice and that everybody has the guaranteed protection of the Constitution. And because I took an oath to the Constitution, not to the government. Government can go awry, but our constitutions are contract between our government and our people.
I think Silicon Valley can lead the way in using technology to make government more efficient. We can also have the right type of incentives, expand the research and development tax credit to startups that aren't yet profitable. Make sure that they're able to raise capital and that the SEC interprets the Job Act in a way that they can go for crowdsourcing. These are the issues that
those entrepreneurs that are listening to this program, if there's one thing I'd like them to take away is this, that is focus on the use case. That is, what is the outcome that your customer gets out of the use of your product?
How many use cases?
This fish eats is it just eats numbers. And so you spend the game very simply feeding it numbers, and then when numbers come out that aren't this, the fish doesn't eat twos. And so we ask the kids, what does your fish eat? And they're like, well, threes. Well, how do you make a three? Well, you put 1 and 2 together.
Oh, nice.
And just feed it.
Oh, nice. And can you change the colors of the fish?
Yes, actually.
You have to make sacrifices and difficult decisions in story to get to the core of what's going to make the story the best it can be, which is something that I think John Lasseter and the story crews at Disney and Pixar both understand very well, that you have to make some of these painful decisions. I mean, technology is just a means to an end, really. If the story's not right, then the technology doesn't really add up to, it adds up to something. It can create incredible spectacle, but if the story isn't there, then I think you're not going to get all the way there with audiences.
Went to New York. My mother was so worried that I would get in trouble. She taught me how to go.
Can you do that?
Yes. Here?
Yeah. Boy, that is some whistle. What was your experience like working with Elvis?
Well, let me just put one thing at peace. I went into the monastery a good 5 years after I had seen Elvis. And there was not what you should say an emotional, again, piling together of things to make a good story.
I was serving in our embassy in Washington in the mid-90s, between 1993 and 1995 to be exact. And from there I went to the other America, South America, as our ambassador to Peru.
Do you tweet yourself?
I do. And when I think of the world in 140 characters, I mean, that's the difference from 1973. You have to learn the language of very condensed, very, very sort of cryptic, in a sense cryptic and haiku-like communication.
Then on the last day, 2 hours before our flight, someone came to us in the street and said, listen, do you want to be extras tomorrow in a Bollywood film? And we missed that, we couldn't do that. And we really wanted to participate in a scene where they dance so we could learn the dancing because they dance so beautiful. So yeah, no Bollywood for me.
Hallelujah! Oh! Radauta was going with Valentine to some auditions and watched her mother trying out for roles, and then she liked the idea and decided she wanted to do it too.
Wanted to try.
Is that true? Yeah.
And to give the woman, their place in the society. I think a society without woman, this is a broken society, paralyzed society.
And thank you so much for stopping by.
That's my pleasure. Thank you, Kamla.
And thank you for watching. We'll be back again with another show. Goodbye. And if you missed any of our shows, you can watch them on YouTube. Here is our YouTube address.